myself Mr. Shivappa M Metagar. I welcome you all to the session on securing the cloud in cloud computing. Learning outcome. At the end of this session, students will be able to identify different types of cloud security and uses of each security. Second one, students will be able to identify different types of cloud boundaries like security boundary and security service boundary. Agenda. In this video, I am going to cover understanding of cloud security, securing the cloud, and AWS Security Center. The AWS Security Center I will explain based on the block diagram, whatever I have taken the pic from the book. Okay. About the cloud security. In generally, we have to store the data in cloud. So after storing, how we have to provide the security, whether the stored data can maintain the proper security or not. So now we'll discuss. Cloud computing has lots of unique properties that make it very valuable based on what type of cloud you are using and how you are storing in the cloud. Okay. Unfortunately, many of these properties make security a singular concern. It means based on the what type of tools you are using to storing the data, what are the different technology you are using, what type of cloud you are using to store the data. So based on that, we need to maintain the security. Okay. Cloud computing service providers are well aware of these concerns and have deployed new technology to address them, like using different types of services in a low budget, less time, and so based on the infrastructure as a service and software as a service. So in that we need to provide the type of services to the customer. Okay. Different types of cloud computing service models provides different levels of security services based on the storage in the type of services, type of cloud also. Okay. So storing data in cloud is of particular concern. It means we have to store the data in a cloud, private cloud. Then based on that we need to check the security, and storing the data in public cloud. So based on that also we have to check the security. Okay. Data should be transferred and stored in an encrypted form. So once we have transferred the data to the cloud, the data will be stored in the form of encrypted format. It means, so once the data is stored, so encrypted data if you are transmitting, once the user can lose its credentials, it's very difficult to recover the encrypted data. So once the data is lost, so it is very difficult to recover the data after encrypting. Okay. You can use proxy and brokerage services to separate clients from direct access to shared cloud storage. Okay. So based on what we have to access the data, the direct access the data and cloud storage, logging after logging data, auditing, and regulatory compliance are all features that require planning in cloud computing system. The internet was designed primarily to be resilient and it was not designed to be secure. Initially, there is no security in the cloud. So, any distributed applications has a much greater attack surface than an application that is closely held on local area network. Once we have stored the data, then we have to maintain how we have to distribute the application for storing the data in cloud, and then we have to think about the security also. Okay. Cloud computing has all the vulnerabilities associated with internet applications, and additional vulnerabilities arises from pooled and virtualized and outsourced resources based on the cloud security. Okay. Here some highlighted points are there. Highlighted the following areas of cloud computing that they felt were uniquely troubleshoot while analyzing the risk of the cloud security. While auditing, the user can face the some problem while auditing the stored data, and while in the data integrity also the user can face some problems and they can analyze the risks also. E-discovery for legal complaints, so that time also the user can face they can risk they can face the risk and they can analyze it how we have to, and then while maintaining the privacy of the data and while recovering the lost data also, that time the user can check the they can analyze the risks. Okay, regulatory compliance. Next one is model selection. Your risk in any cloud deployment are dependent upon the particular cloud services model chosen. It means whether you have used service model, there are three service models are there. In the basic only we need to know before going to this security, the public cloud, service based clouds that are AS, that PaaS and SaaS. So what type of cloud you are using, so based on that they can provide the security, and depends upon that also the service can be chosen. In order to evaluate your risk, you need to perform the following analysis. It means while in the previous slide we have discussed auditing, recovering, so many places we have to face some problem, how we have to analyze this risk. So based on these points we have to evaluate the risk. First one is determine which resources, I mean we are using data or you are using services or applications you are planning to move to the cloud for storing the data, and determine necessity or sensitivity, determine the sensitivity of the resources to risk. It need to be evaluated or loss of primary, unauthorized access by others, loss of data and interruptions in availability. These things we have to analyze. Okay, and determine the risk associated with the particular cloud type for a resources. Particular cloud type, it means whether you are using the public cloud and private cloud. So in this one also you need to check both external as well as internal. Whether you are using the public cloud, you should have to check out the what type of security we need. If you are using the private cloud, how we have to. Even for hybrid as well as community cloud also, we have to check the security analysis, or we have to check the risk in both all type of clouds. Okay, it may be the public, private, hybrid and community clouds also. Okay, the particular cloud services model that will be using different models such as infrastructure as a service and software as a service, platform as a service require their customers to be responsible for security at different levels the service stack. It means while storing the data, while updating the data, while maintaining the data, for each and every time we have to use the cloud services. Okay, if you have selected a particular cloud service provider, you need to evaluate its system to understand how data is transferred and where it is stored. So that you need to think before going to select the proper type of the cloud. Okay, now it's time to think and write. In this page, it can contain two questions that are, first one is what is cloud security, second one is what are the types of cloud security. Now you can take few seconds, think on this question and write the solution for this question. Now let's go to the answer for the first question. The cloud security refers to measures taken to protect the data and infrastructure and applications, the integrity of cloud environment. Second one, to identify identity and access management, we have to use the network and device security, security monitoring and alerting, governance, disaster recovery and business continuity planning, and legal compliance also we have to use. These are the applications of the second question in the cloud security. Okay, one technique for AWS cloud or AWS security center. In this, how we have to store or maintaining the security in the AWS. Okay, so one technique for maintaining the security is to have golden system images reference that you can return to when needed. Okay, one system different opportunities we have to use for storing the data in the cloud. Okay, the AWS cloud security center also we have to use for storing main data. Okay, mainly cloud providers offers a snapshot features that can create a copy of the client's entire environment, but it can include applications, what type of applications you want to store, and for that you are maintaining the, you are expecting the security, and what type of data you are storing, and network interfaces, firewalls, and switch access also we have to think, then they can provide the offers to each users. Many vendors, different users, vendors can maintain a security pages where they list their various resources, certifications, and credential. Okay. One of the more developed or most developed offerings is the AWS Cloud Center. Shown in the next slide, one figure is there. In this one we have to know, because this figure I have taken from the Bible book. The book author name is in Bible. So bit is there here, AWS Security Center, and then how we have to store, what we have to use. AWS is there, providers are there, developers are there, community is there, and then AWS overview is there, certifications also there, how to maintain the security, everything is the black snapshot I have taken. So in this one we have to check how we have to block. This is the block diagram of AWS Security Center. Okay, this reference I have also I have mentioned in this one. Okay, so this is the just AWS Security Center. Okay, so these are the references I have used or referred while preparing the above PPT. Thank you.